Tonight, fire crews in Colorado continue battling 3 wildfires that have been burning since earlier this week. The Alexander Mountain Fire is the largest. It's burning west of Loveland in Larimer County. The Quarry Fire is burning in Jefferson County, and the Stone Canyon Fire is burning in Boulder County tonight near Lyons. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Meckles. We start tonight with the Alexander Mountain Fire, where crews have made a lot of progress in the last 24 hours. 9 News reporter Rhea Jha joins us now from Larimer County. That fire, Rhea, 32% contained. That's a huge jump in containment the last 24 hours.
Right. It's, as you just said, a huge jump from the 5% they were reporting yesterday. And officials said things are going really well. And it's pretty visible here, too. When we were here earlier this week, there were huge plumes of smoke in many different areas. But now we're not seeing much of that. So, I mean, visibly, it's looking like what they're saying.
Another day fighting the Alexander Mountain Fire, another set of numbers.
It's 9,668 acres. We're also going to report 32% containment, 508 personnel, and I'll also report that we've had no additional structures damaged.
But they're good numbers.
So those numbers show a lot of success.
The fire is still growing, just slower. Before by thousands of acres a day, today it's slowed down to hundreds of acres of growth.
Does that mean we're out of the woods yet? No. Firefighters still have some challenging country to work in.
It looks easy on the map, but it's a maze.
Firefighters will be focusing on containing the southwest area near the Cedar Park neighborhood, where at least 25 homes were destroyed.
Fire is a tool, and it can have benefits. In this case, on this incident, on that southwest corner, a planned burning operation could be used to secure that crucial section of the fire.
These are pictures we got from hotshot crews that show the chaos of what they've been dealing with.
If you could just imagine at 97 degrees, digging a trench for 5, 6, 7 miles, and then turning around and walking back through that with fire around you. They're just incredible.
Thanks to the boots on the ground, the topic of getting evacuees back to their homes is now in conversation, starting with the rollout of a credentialing system.
That doesn't mean once you get them that the door's going to be open up there, but we're getting closer.
Closer to containment day by day, as a team.
When the firefighters go to buy a soda over at the gas station or somewhere, the community is just so grateful and appreciative, and that is motivating this whole camp to really put this thing to bed and make this disaster go away.
Yesterday, officials again reported those 25 homes that were destroyed by this fire, and there are supposed to be new numbers with uncounted homes, so we will keep an eye out for that. And for people that are worried about their homes, officials said that they aren't expecting this fire to grow any more west into those neighborhoods. So as long as we will keep you guys updated on what that progress is looking like. Reporting live in Loveland, Rhea Jha, 9 News.
Good to hear some good news on that fire for perhaps one of the first times. Rhea, thank you. Now to the Quarry Fire, still burning through Jefferson County this weekend. It's burned more than 400 acres of land so far. Tonight, that fire is 20% contained. Mandatory evacuation notices have been lifted for the Deer Creek, Mesa, and KUSA neighborhoods. And people who live in those neighborhoods were able to even get back into their homes today using a re-entry pass. Still no timeline on when other people can start to head home. People who have had to evacuate for that fire, the Quarry Fire, you can pick up your re-entry pass from Dakota Ridge High School tomorrow from 10 to 3. You just have to be able to prove your address to be able to get that pass. And people who are heading back home might see something kind of strange on their property. West Metro firefighters say they're working on structure protection, so they've moved a lot of people's stuff that was in and around their foundations and their decks further out into the yard. West Metro Fire says these items could have created new fire, caught embers. They're trying not to start new fires on these properties that they're trying to save. Finally, to Boulder County, where crews are making great progress on the Stone Canyon Fire near Lyons. This one is 90% contained tonight. Officials say that fire's burned more than 1,500 acres. We know 5 homes were lost and 1 person died in the fire this past week. Tonight, all evacuation orders have been lifted and all roads have been reopened. Now let's get a look at our forecast with Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, because we just continue to get hot and dry weather. Not good for fire conditions. Perhaps wind has changed a little bit in our favor, though.
Exactly. The wind and the humidity as well. The humidity has been not awful, nowhere near as Monday and Tuesday, but it's been kind of in it's a concerning level. And the heat, so it's going to keep the wildfire danger high going into the next several days and probably even beyond this dry spell. That's how hot it's been. Here's how hot it was today. 102 in Grand Junction. You know it's hot when it breaks 90 in Steamboat Springs. Denver, 96 was the high temperature for today. And the heat is going to continue as we go into the day tomorrow. We're forecasting 100 degrees for tomorrow. That'll break a record of 98 degrees set back in 2022. Here is the forecast high temperatures across the rest of the Front Range. We're looking at a lot of people over here on the eastern half of the state having an opportunity to break that 100-degree mark. So wildfire danger is going to remain high because of dry thunderstorms. Later on in the week, we'll be looking at more widespread rain from thunderstorms, and that will also bring a cooler pattern starting on Thursday. Jenny?
Corey, thank you. Tonight, one man is hurt after Denver police officers shot him in Denver's Lodo neighborhood. This happened overnight at 19th and Market. Police say officers were managing the crowds that were leaving the bars when somebody told them about a man with a gun who was standing next to a car in a nearby parking lot. An officer went up to the man, asked to see his hands, and police say that's when a man pulled out the gun in a threatening way, so the officer shot him. Police say the man is seriously hurt, but expected to survive. Police say there was another shooting downtown nearby, happened around the same time, and now they're investigating if these two shootings could be connected. A new hospital is officially open on the west side of town. The Intermountain Health Lutheran Hospital opened today near I-70 and 40th this morning. It's about 3 miles away from the old location. More than 160 patients had to be transferred to the new facility today. That's a huge undertaking. And it was a very special journey for one family. Maddie Hall and her husband Nick transferred locations just one day after welcoming a little baby girl into the world. The couple says it was a smooth transition. They had the help of several EMS agencies and their doctors.
Oh, it's so nice. We made it. We made it over. She slept the whole ride over, so she didn't even see the ambulance, but she seems to have settled in here nicely.
Patients will only be admitted to this new hospital moving forward. Intermountain Health is planning to sell the old property for some mixed-use development.